Yeah. Yeah, we got that dub, though. That's all that mattered at the end of the day. Yeah, it was ugly. All right, and like I said, when I was talking to my brother and my pops who was watching the game, when that game was over, I said, this was that. If you are a Marvel fan, you gonna get this. What I'm saying, this was a soul stone game. All right, this is what it was. All right, it was where you had the soul stone and you had to give up something to get something. All right, if you know anything about the Avengers and Thanos and the all the stones, Power Stone, Soul Stone, Mind Stone, all that, right? Reality Stone, whatever it was, right? You knew that for the Soul Stone, you had to give a soul to get a soul. So, or to get the Soul Stone. So, yeah, in this game, in order for Mike McDaniel to save his cheeks, he had to give up Tyreek Hill. All right, so you saw it. I saw it. It was nasty. Prayers up definitely for Tyreek Hill. He seemed like he was in good spirits. Maybe it just didn't hit him yet. And hopefully he stays like that and he doesn't spiral. He's a tough guy. So hopefully he'll be able to bounce back. And hopefully it's not too bad of an injury once they open his knee up to see what the damage is. But it looked horrible. And you definitely didn't want to see that from your main guy on offense. But we were still able to win the game for Tyreek Hill. All right, so that was really good to see. Darren Waller, I mean, not a lot of yards, but he was impactful. All right, made a big play on third down on one drive, then got a touchdown, and then another touchdown to basically seal this game for us. All right, this was a good win. It was a good win. It wasn't perfect. We still not that good, to be honest. Just being honest. All right, we're not a good team. We barely eked by the Jets, who was also 0-3. 0-4 now, but I mean, we barely eked by them. But we were supposed to win this game. We were a better team than they are, especially offensively. We're able to move the ball more effectively and efficiently than they were. Run defense for them, it was great. They pretty much bottled us up except for a few runs. But we did get a few off. And HN ran hard. Oh, I think he about had 100 yards rushing. He was close. And he had a nice touchdown on the ground as well. Tua went for 2 touchdowns in the air, no picks, no fumbles. I don't even think he got sacked. This is the second game in a row, by the way, where he didn't get sacked. That's good to see. But, you know, there were plays out there that Tua could have made, he didn't make. You're not going to make all of them. He made enough plays, and did he make some key throws as well. The one to Tyreek, the one he got hurt, that's on third down. He made that key throw. The one to Darren Waller in the end zone, absolute dot of a throw in the back of the end zone. And then some nasty stuff in a good way. The little flip to Malik, ooh, nasty. All right, just the under center play fakes were nasty on bootlegs to get guys hit guys in the flat or in the intermediate. Nasty stuff. The old Tua. He even took a hit in the head and got up and wasn't throwing up gang signs. That's good too. All right, so there's a little progress there from Tua overall. I like what I seen today. Could we win with that long term? Absolutely not. But it was a step in the right direction. Now, if it's up from here, sky's the limit. All right. And that was a Dave Chappelle reference. But anyway, we did what we need to do to win this game. All right. Was it the ugliest game in the world? No, it wasn't. We put up 27 points. I didn't expect that. I expected this game to be a low-scoring game. I did not put out a prediction video, preview video. Sorry, guys. Just didn't. have the time when how it really worked out coming off of a cruise. So sorry. I'll do better next time. All right, but we won, so maybe I don't need to put him out. We'll see. All right, rounds of applause, blank stares, because bets to believe we won, but there's going to be at least one blank stare. Let's go first. Rounds of applause, and it got to start with Darren Waller coming in on his first game, getting 2 tutties. We're moving on because I don't, there's nothing much else I could say. We beat the Jets. That pickup, free agency pickup. Well, not free agency. It wasn't free agency. That late training, right before training camp pickup to go trade for him, get him out of retirement. Wait 3 weeks for us to have him on the 4th week. Really paid off. It paid off. All right. So if we're going to win the game and he's in there and he's contributing, I'll take it. I'll take the wait because it was worth the wait. All right. He gets a round of applause. Next one, A-Chan. A-Chan is a beast. Little dude, but he runs hard, man. Pause. Hey, yo. You know what I'm saying? But he runs tough, man. Like he's one of those guys where he's not going down easy. Kind of reminds me of I can't remember his work done or something like that. I think his name was little dude from back in the day that played with Tampa. He was also a small guy, but he ran real tough. He got the tough yards in the middle and stuff like that. Made guys miss. Barry Sanders wasn't no big dude now. A-Chan is nowhere near Barry Sanders, but he wasn't a big dude either. I mean, he was 5'8". So he wasn't that big a guy. So these little guys, they can still play in the middle when they have that certain toughness. A-Chan got that. He's got the wiggle. He's got the speed. He got about 100 yards. He got 100 yards all purpose, I believe. But he got about 100 yards on the ground and a touchdown. And he ran well, except for that fumble, right? But I mean, we didn't lose it. If we lost it, no rounds of applause. So he ain't lose it. So I give him a round of applause for that. Okay. Our offense, Tua. It wasn't perfect, but Tua did what he needed to do, and he didn't cough the ball up, right? And he made plays. And he made plays off script, and he made plays on script as well. And they were good stuff, right? That's what you want to see from Tua. It was enough to win the game, and that's all you want to see. Just make enough plays to win the game, and that's what Tua did in this one. Gotta give him a round of applause for that. I'm not going to give the offensive line. I know some of y'all be like, well, it's 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, we get the ball out quick, and there were times, especially on the left-hand side, where we were blocking it up. But on the right-hand side, Savaiinaia, Borum, they were stinking it up. All right. Well, Savaiinaia is on the left side. He was stinking it up some too, but it was mainly Cole Strange and Borum that was stinking it up. Okay. In the run game, we made some, but in the pass game, they was letting guys through. Tua was just rolling out to his left, and obviously he's left-handed, so it made easy throws that way. Rolling out to the right, throwing that one touchdown to Waller is where, you know, he showed a little bit of creative movement there, but offensive line still ain't it. But they ain't let up no sacks. But I need more information. We're not doing that. All right, no rounds of applause for them. McDaniel, play calling. Round of applause for play calling. Gotta give you some rounds of applause for that. You called an excellent game once again. You did last week. It bit us because Tua bit us. But this week, it worked out. Okay, now it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. All right, but I liked what I saw. I liked how we attacked the defense. And we made the plays that we needed to make. Yes, we still had penalties that killed us. But it wasn't really anything that was McDaniel's fault. We didn't have the operational stuff, the illegal shifts or the delay of games or the almost delay of games or blowing timeouts for delay of games like that. We didn't have too much of that this game. So that's improvement. Okay, we were getting the calls out on time. We weren't really late except for one time where we burnt the timeout because we somehow didn't get the play in off of a Jets timeout towards the end of the game. But hey, like I said, we ain't perfect. Okay, getting the win is more important. We got the win. McDaniel gets a round of applause for that. Now, okay, now. Oh, sorry, there's one more. Sorry, forgot. Jack Jones, round of applause. All right, now I know that wasn't the only forced fumble and turnover that we got. I get that. I'm not giving one for the other one. Okay, I'm giving one for this one because it actually saved points. The other one saved points, but this one really saved points because the guy was heading into the end zone when it happened. So Jack Jones definitely gets a round of applause for forcing a turnover, the first turnover of the year, and then we compounded that with 2 more forced fumbles and recoveries on top of that. Turnovers are contagious, all right? So whether you're the one committing turnovers or forcing turnovers, you can still get them in bunches, and we showed that today by having 3 to none, okay? We didn't commit any turnovers. They committed 3. They lose the game. All right, so we won that game. That's great, and Jack Jones helped us win that game big time by forcing that turnover near the goal line, okay? That's it. I'm not going to do the kicker or the punter, although I could for the punter because that was an excellent punt at the end. I need more information. All right, consistency is part of this as well, unless you make big plays like Darren Waller did. Blank stares. Ooh, we got a couple, okay? Let's start. The ends. And I'm not just talking about the starters. I'm talking about Judon and Chop as well. Okay, so Judon, Chop, Phillips, Chubb, blank stare. Y'all get the aggressive blank stare. Why? Because what is y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Y'all got to be better than this, man. How many times y'all gonna get y'all hands close, dang near close, near to a doggone quarterback and not bring him down? It's the running quarterbacks that y'all always have a problem with. You always have problems with running doggone quarterbacks. Could have lost us the game today because of y'all not being able to contain running quarterbacks. You get there, you slip into the ground, or what's up with the grass? Blank stare also for you. You catching a stray blank stare today, Stephen Ross, because I don't know what that grass was, and we own the doggone grass company. I don't know what it was. All right, so stray for you. You caught a stray today. But defensive line, defensive ends, pass rushers, get together. Get together, all right? I need to see better from y'all when it comes to these doggone running quarterbacks. Get it together. All right, now we moving on. All right, I got another doggone blank stare to give out because we ain't done just yet. I hate to give it to him, but I got to. Blank stare. Please, for the love of God, when a ball is thrown your way in the end zone, get your head around because you can have an interception. And because you didn't get the interception, you let up a touchdown. We almost had Titans from 2 years ago all over again. Douglas, blank stare. Now, it's a shorter blank stare. And I know some of y'all are going to be upset that I even gave him a blank stare because he actually played well today. But those are the plays right there that need to be made against premium offensive talent that up your level of play. And when they're not made, they can really kill the game for a team. Thank God that didn't happen, okay? But it could have been fatal had we not gotten the doggone onside kick, okay? Had they gotten that and went down and scored a touchdown, they would have won the game because they went for two and got it. But it's off the back of your play. Now, I know some of y'all are going to be blaming our DC for calling that blitz the second time around, knowing we had no help for Garrett over top. I get it. But once again, if Douglas gets his head around, it's a pick. Nothing to talk about, okay? It's not like the ball was perfectly thrown. You get your head around, it's a pick. You didn't get your head around. So that's the problem, okay, on that play. Execution is the issue. Because I understand you're trying to force the ball out of this man's hand, hoping he makes an errant throw. He didn't make that errant of a throw because it was a touchdown. But if he gets his head around, Rasul, it's a pick. So I have to give him a blank stare for that. All right, now I'm explaining some of these blank stares in rounds of applause because some people in the comments like to say certain things, and I'm trying to give more feedback now. All right, but we won the game. So at the end of the day, I'm a happy camper. I go to sleep happy tonight. Might even wear my shirt to sleep. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. My wife would be upset. All right, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to wear this shirt to bed. But I say that because she'll be upset because she wants me to be clean going to bed. You know, I'm married. So, yeah. Look, next week, Panthers. All right, it's a shorter week for us. We don't have Tyreek Hill for the foreseeable future. Offense has got to figure out some things. I don't know where D. Eskridge is, but get him back, okay? Westbrook Akine cannot be the number 2, all right? He can be the number 3. He can't be the number 2. I'm not liking it. I'm not feeling that. All right, Waddle's going to get a lot more play, meaning a lot more attention. D. Eskridge, we need him in there because we still need a spacer out there, and he's the only other spacer we got. And then you have Malik Washington, the man up the slot, and then we Gucci. All right, Darren Waller, hopefully he can be a good factor for us and not get hurt, and we straight. All right, we should be able to handle business and stay in the game next week enough to possibly win that. And then that's 2 in a row, and then we'll see what happens after that. I'll holler at y'all in the next week. Y'all already know what it is. Fans up till we die. I'm out. Peace.